I'm sorry, good aliens, but all our base does not belong to you. If you know what I'm talking about. But ooh, look at the pretty colors. Let's go there next. Hey everybody, this is Double RPG, and welcome to another episode of Double RPG Let's Play with Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep on the PSP. In this episode, we go to Neverland this time around, and I think we're going to do a little bit of exploration rather than just linear progression. So we'll see how things go. And here we have Captain Hook and Smee being surrounded by a bunch of Unversed, as they are guarding a treasure chest that is hopefully filled with treasure, but we'll have to see. And Terra comes to put up a good fight against them, and notice that I have not put in the hyperdrive keyblade for him yet. I don't know why I did not do that in the lanes in between, but hopefully we can do that sometime later in this episode, but we'll see. And as with every world, yep, we have ourselves a barrage to take care of. And we are in the critical impact command style, and we haven't been using this ability for quite a while. And I think we can try to use one of our different command styles. I don't think we haven't even tried yet. I think we'll see if we can try to use the Diamond Dust command style, since we do have some Blizzard type commands in our command deck. And some of the enemies that we're fighting, like that huge ape Unversed right there, and there's a bunch of those darn buzzards again, and there's some more flood Unversed that we're fighting. But yeah, and Rowdy Rumble is playing for the music in this section, and it's always good when you're in a tight pinch like this, when there's Disney villains that kind of get themselves in a pinch or who just want to put up somewhat of a decent fight. Yeah, those are the apes right there, the ones with the bananas on their heads. Yeah, I think they do throw bananas at you. I'm not sure, but if they do, then you need to be careful because they can make you slip. And there's some of those bottles that heal their party members or just poison you like crazy. And one of the things that these big apes do, they do an earth ability where they just, shoot out spikes by pounding the ground. And they just come right for you. And what are we going to use here? Oh, we are using Diamond Dust. But I don't think we're going to be using it that much long, because I think this last Unversed right here is what will make us defeat the battle, and yes, it does. And we finally defeated that barrage, and like every barrage, it was cake. Yummy. I wish I had some cake. Now, looks like I just made another discovery here. Captain Hook is played by Corey Burton as well. I mean, I'm not kidding. This guy is a really great voiceover artist. I mean, he was in Transformers War for Cybertron recently, before this game. I can't remember what Autobot or Decepticon he played, but holy cow, does he have a good voice. And there goes Captain Hook, just pestering his right-hand man Smee again, like he did in the movie Peter Pan.
What did you just say about the light?
And there's those good facial animations from like a PS2 game being brought to the PSP. Really good. And I said before, Tetsuya Nomura does not screw around when he puts in lots of quality in his games, especially with like the facial animations for the characters, having his staff do that since he directs the franchise, having good music, good graphics, good story. Well, most of the time, but yeah. And we are properly introduced to Neverland. This is some good, really good 2D art right here that represents the world. It's pretty colorful, pretty good, pretty animative, and is that even a word? Pretty animated, and just it really sticks out nicely. And we get started with Neverland, and as I said, we're just going to do a little bit of exploration in this episode. I don't think we're going to be able to get enough time to get to the linear progression where we have to go to Skull Rock. So we'll see what treasures we can find and see if we can do a little bit of grinding. Because this place is big, and it's a good place to grind if you're playing this game on on Proud or Critical mode. And we don't have enough time for the Moogle right now, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to get the map of Neverland. It's a really good time to do so because it's a really big place. And we're just going to go ahead and we're going to move on with lots of battles that are going to be happening for the rest of this episode. Oh, and I do want to mention that at the end of the last episode, we also got the D-Link for Experiment 626, which is Stitch. So I don't think we're going to be using him with Terra a whole lot. I think we will be using him more with Ventus, but we'll see. And I always say we'll see. I know for a fact that, that stuff actually happens in later episodes, but yeah, something tells me I need to stop saying that, because when I say we'll see, most of the time that the stuff that I predict that's going to occur within the Let's Plays, they actually do happen. And at that tree trunk right there, I think we could go in there, but I think we can't even get into it as Terra, because there are a couple of treasure chests that we can get down there. But I haven't gone back to try this world out to see if I can get all the treasures at 100%. Now, this place I really do hate because of the dang ledges that lead into the water. I mean, if you're fighting an enemy and you're, putting in a really good pounding on them, there will be times that you'll accidentally just slip into the ravine and you'll have to swim your way back up to shore, and you have to make your way back to these Unversed when they'll have their HP regenerated all the way at 100%. Bad platforming mechanics, Square Enix. I think you need to take that in consideration with future installments for something like this. Hopefully you can fix that like right there, like I screwed up. I'll be right back. Okay, now we're back. And hopefully with Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance, maybe they can fix some of those since that game is going for more of that of those exaggerated combat moves, and now we're using Diamond Dust right now. Since it's going for those more exaggerated combat moves, hopefully they falling down from ledges will not be that much of a problem, but I could be mistaken. But it's still too early to say because that game is still in development, and it will lead up to Kingdom Hearts 3. Since Kingdom Hearts 3D is going to be all about the Mark of Mastery exam that Sora and Riku have to go under in order to properly face Xehanort, who is going to be returning in Kingdom Hearts 3. I think he's going to be returning in Terra's form, but I know he's also going to be returning as his old man form from this game. Okay, now we're moving on a bit further, and there's some more Unversed we gotta fight. Some more Floods, yellow magic pots, and these guys. I don't think Surprise will grind any further for us with Terra's finishing command. There are other finishing commands that we can learn off this grid in the main menu, but I don't know how it's properly done, but if anybody wants to leave a comment to see how it's properly done, then go right ahead. Anyway, back to business. That enemy right there that we're about to kill, that is a Tri-Magic Unversed. And basically, what it does is that it has both fire, it has all the elements on it. Fire, blizzard, and thunder. And whatever vase is at the top of the monster, that will be the element it will use in the fight. So, be very careful when you're fighting against these guys in Proud and Critical mode, as they will prove to show no mercy. And just use your best judgment. Just keep a good distance away from your enemies while you attack them, so that way many of them won't even hurt you, and it'll make things easier. And I think we have one more battle before we have to move forward to explore more. Yeah, that right there. The enemy with the 3 vases, with the blue vase at the top, that means it's going to be trying to use Blizzard, but we're going to stop it right here. And we're going to move forward to the next area. And this right here, we're going to be doing a little bit more exploring. There's some few treasures that we can get here. That Dark Haze ability, or the Blackout, I think it unleashes dark energy while you dash toward your foes. So, yeah, it's a good dark ability to use with Terra, since he's more infamously known for using dark commands of any sort because of him basically having some affiliations toward the darkness. And with critical impact, we're going to deliver a good punch with these guys. As you can see, the red mark on the map there, it leads to an area, but it's up above. And we do not have that ability with Terra, and I don't think we're going to be getting that ability to go up further, but we will with Aqua once we get to her story, and there is a Mimic. Sometimes defeating Mimics will give you some special items that are not found in regular treasure chests. And we just grinded to level 25 with the strength increase again. Nice. But yeah, we'll get up there once we get to Aqua's story. So that will be quite a while till we get there, when we have to use that action command when on the field. We've got a Mega Elixir. They're good for restoring everything, your D-Link, your HP, and your focus gauge. Now we're going to move over here to this part that's past the lagoon, so that way we can make our way over to Skull Rock. But I don't think we're going to be getting into Skull Rock for the rest of this episode. We're just going to continue to move our way forward until we get to the docks to go over to Skull Rock. And there's some more of those UFO type of Unversed. Even the ones from Deep Space got all the way out here? Hey, they shouldn't be in Disney Worlds. They're meddling. As they were talking about that in the first Kingdom Hearts most of the time, and it got some, it was talked about briefly in Kingdom Hearts 2, especially with Auron in the Olympus Coliseum. Bashing rocks like that, they will smash after you hit them 3 times, but I don't think we're going to be able to get up there. I think we're going to have to go around. Yeah, just hit this 3 times, and you got some leeway to go through. Too bad you can't break everything like you can in Devil May Cry to gain some, you know, currency or just something, you know, some awesome items in general. That hyperdrive is kind of like the Keyblade that we got from Castle of Dreams. Basically, it has an equal balance between strength and magic, but is easier to land critical hits. That Diamond Dust ability is pretty powerful. Thank God for Shiva leaving that ability for us to use. In case if any of you get the Final Fantasy reference with the summon Shiva, the Ice Goddess. There we go. There's Firaga, the strongest form of fire. And there is another Mimic. Wonderful. And we got lots of money. And here we're going to move forward over to the docks. Right here, where we're going to make our way over to Skull Rock. But we won't have enough time to do it in this episode, as once we get over to the docks to the boat, we're going to be ending things off really quickly. And there's a treasure chest over there, and we'll go ahead and we'll grab that, and there's Skull Rock over there, and we got ourselves a high potion, and now I think will be the perfect time where we can go ahead and we can end things off with this episode. So next time on Double RPG, let's play with Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep on the PSP. We're going to go over to Skull Rock, fight against Peter Pan and the boss of this world, and then hopefully move on to a world that nobody would have expected to see again in a Kingdom Hearts game, and try to visit again with Master Xehanort, but we'll have to see as time goes. But anyway, take care of yourselves, gamers, and I'll see you on the next episode. See you guys then.